It's raining outside, and this video is really impromptu because I'm missing a little thing in my life right now called TIME. Like setting up for a video right now is just, I wanted to get this video made, and I apologize for the shakiness in advance because I'm holding my phone this time, so there's that. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maureen. I'm a homeschool mom to 2 boys. And today I want to share with you why I have been MIA from my YouTube channel and really social media altogether. So my husband and I opened a CrossFit box. Yeah, we've been working on it since July. And this is our first week to officially open. So I have had my hands full working on this gym, getting things together, working on the back end of everything with learning software, and we had to do a bunch of demo in the building that we have. But we are finally open. We had our first week of classes this week. It is going great. I'm super excited. This has been a dream for us for a few years, and timing just wasn't right, and now it is. And so excited for what next year is going to have as far as our CrossFit box goes. So it's been probably close to 10 years since I have worked and had kids. So, and we also, whenever I was working, the boys were actually in school. They were in a private school for the first 3 years of their education. So even when I was working, I had, that time that they were at school to do my work. Well, things are different now. And I knew even at the beginning of this journey that I was going to need some help. So I went looking for a teacher's aide. And so I hired a teacher's aide to help me with our schoolwork while I got this business up and going. So at the beginning of the school year, honestly guys, I really prayed about even the idea of sending them to a school because I knew that getting the business started would be pretty demanding of me. My husband and I own the box together, but it's really my baby. I am managing it, I'm coaching, I'm running everything. So I knew that there would be a lot of responsibility on my end. But I prayed about it as far as schooling goes, and I just didn't have a peace about not homeschooling this year, even with all of the additional things that I would have going on personally. So I prayed again and really just felt the leading of the Holy Spirit to find some help. And so I kind of weighed out my options, and what I ended up doing was looking for what I've been calling a teacher's aide. So I really didn't want to have to put like an ad anywhere looking for someone to fulfill this role. So I just started texting friends of mine and asking them if they knew of like maybe a college student or someone that looking for part-time work. And thankfully, one of my good friends was actually interested, and she previously taught math at our local college here. So I hired her, and can I just tell you, it has been wonderful, like life-saving wonderful for me. So how we've structured this is I do group work with the boys in the morning. We usually finish our group work around 11 now, and our Leanne is the name of our my friend who is dueling as my teacher's aide. She gets here around 12, and she's coming 3 days a week. She does all of the independent work with the boys. So for that, she does math with them. She does language arts with them. She does typing and handwriting with them as well. And she's here for anywhere between 2 to 3 hours. So she gets here around 12. We tentatively have it her coming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but just depending on our schedule and her schedule, we will change that. It doesn't matter to me. As long as she comes 3 days a week, it doesn't really matter to me what days she comes. The days that she doesn't come, I try to do the independent work with the boys, or they come with me and they do it while we're at the gym. And I talked to them beforehand, actually even before the school year started, as soon as we knew that we were going to be opening the box, we just had a really candid conversation with them and let them know that I'm going to need a lot of grace this year and that it's going to be different. It's going to be some adjusting, a lot of trial and error for us as far as our schedule goes, because this will be the first year that I'm really working again and doing school with them. And they have been really great about that. It has been stressful. The first few weeks was very stressful. I shed some tears, not really because of them, of the boys, but just the stress that naturally comes with an added workload and trying to adjust. But I have a piece that it's definitely the right timing and what we need to do, and I just had to make sure I understood what my priorities were and figure out what worked for us. And in that figuring out process, it was just stressful. So there's that. When Leanne gets done with teaching the boys each day, I made a log sheet for her. So she has a checklist of all of the subjects to get done with each child, and she logs her hours, and at the end of each week I pay her at the end of the week depending on how many hours she was here, and I will show you that log sheet in just a moment. The Good and the Beautiful, which we use for our language arts, level 5, we're using level 5 and level 6 this year, but level 5 comes with a tear-off checklist for the kids, and so I'm actually using that for my level 6 child as well. He doesn't quite do as many of the checklist things that are on that sheet, but he does a lot of them, and so I'm just using that pad that came with the curriculum for an easy way for Leanne to have a checklist of what the boys are supposed to do, and it's working really well. So that checklist is nice to have. This is the daily checklist from the Good and the Beautiful that comes with level 5, and I believe a few more levels. We have level 5 and level 6 for the boys. And again, it's just super convenient, easy, just checklist for a reminder for me, Leanne, and the boys as well. Here's a look at the weekly checklist that I made for Leanne. Each of the boys has their own. This is Bexley's, and it has all the subjects that they'll do, and when she gets done each day, she'll leave the time that she was here. And then there's also a notes section that we use for her reference and also mine for that day. All right, guys, well, that is really what I wanted to share with you. I wanted to make this video for one, to let you know why I was MIA from YouTube and social media altogether in opening this gym and getting it going. And for two, I wanted to let you guys know how we have adjusted to me starting to work. I think it's super helpful to hear, get ideas from other people and see what they have done, what worked for them, and take what you can, take the nuggets that you can and apply it to your life. So maybe if you're considering starting to work full-time, part-time, volunteer for something, and you just really don't know how that's going to look with your other responsibilities you have. For us, it was homeschooling, trial and error, and just know that it's going to be a lot of that. It's going to be trial and error. Have candid conversations with your kids and let them know what your expectations are, and go from there. And so it took us a few months to find a good groove, but we found that now. And having that teacher's aide has been incredibly helpful. So if you have any questions regarding that, maybe some things I hadn't thought of, please feel free to ask them. I will do my best to answer them. Just post that in the comments down below. And if you found this video helpful whatsoever, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up. I've got more videos to come, so stay tuned. And until next time, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. See you soon. Bye-bye.